Welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, drop a comment wherever you get your podcasts. I am joined on this terrific Thursday by Shawn DePaz. He's finally back after,
finally.
It feels like a day without you feels like an eternity.
You're not wrong.
And then Shane Dieffenbach.
Yeah.
Deefy Beef.
It does feel like it's been a while without Shawn because my eyes hurt so bad looking at other people's clothing because it's so hard on me. The neutral colors are back in studio. He's wearing the same fitted that he claims is like super special, even though he wears it every day.
It is. What do you mean? It is special. It's limited edition. It's limited edition, and I paid more for it than a normal hat. And also, how are you going to shit on the neutrals when you're also wearing neutrals?
I'm making jokies.
Your style is like ginger. It's like a palate cleanser.
I thought you were going to say it was like something a redhead would wear, and I was like, what? It's Devin Booker. It's Devin Booker chic.
You're going to stick with that?
Yes. I sent a tweet out yesterday specifically about that topic. Shane liked it. But
did he like the tweet, or did he just want to give you engagement?
Probably the latter, because I don't even remember what he's talking about.
When I said I went to Devin Booker's Instagram looking for summer fit inspiration, I realized
I did actually enjoy the tweet.
He never wears shorts or a t-shirt, so I guess I just have to be hot all summer. I mean, I was going to be hot anyway.
Hot boy summer.
And on that
I was
note,
not going to be sweaty too.
Okay. Well, that's the perfect transition I think so. We've had worse. Into ASU Baseball. While you were rudely sleeping on your day off yesterday, Shane and I discussed ASU's loss to GCU. As we both predicted, you had some blind optimism that the Sun Devils would be able to...
Although they kept it close. Like, it wasn't a blowout.
No, it wasn't a blowout. It was, what, 7-5?
Goddamn pitching can't do their goddamn job, but,
Yeah. So I'm curious, before we move into their upcoming series against Washington, just to get your thoughts on that game, and specifically, like, we've talked about pitching like to nauseum at this point.
Yeah.
Who do you feel like needs to step up specifically on this team to just give the Sun Devils some sort of momentum that they can get things started?
I mean, when you look at the Grand Canyon game specifically, like Adam Tulloch, you give it 3 runs in the first inning.
Yeah.
You can't start a game like that. So the starters, and I guess based on this game, him specifically need to step up, because you can't the bats showed up to a certain extent when they scored 5 runs. So like
Ethan Long showed up.
Fair. But like you can't it's going to be so hard to win games when you're putting all that pressure on your bats, and like you give up 3 runs in the first inning before they even get a chance to hit.
Yeah.
So that just obviously does the pitching, but like I said, in this game specifically, Tulloch needs to do his job better and give everyone else a better chance at, like, you just don't, in any sport, you don't want to have to play from behind. And
yeah.
That's the position he put the rest of his team in.
Yeah. And that's what we had talked about a little bit yesterday. We thought that they would come out with at least a little bit more energy, given the fact that, they had that kind of electric win against Oregon State, a top 5 team. Maybe they would come into this GCU game feeding off of that energy. And they just started just flat as you could possibly start, giving up 3 in the top of the inning. But they'll have a chance to redeem themselves. They've got a 3-game series now against Washington.
Is this a must-win? Is this a must-win series? Like, not to be dramatic, but my goodness, it's just for the momentum of this team. It just seems like, and I don't know the culture too much because Willie's a new coach, but man, it is not easy to consistently go out there and play ball when you're getting thumped.
Yeah.
Especially as a batter, man. I know they're not putting up crazy run numbers, but they're not getting any help.
No, at all. Like I said, they were forced to play from behind literally the entire game. Before they even got a chance to bat, they were down 3-0. So I must win. I don't know.
You can't drop to, say they drop all 3 of these games. I mean, 9-16 or even 10-15 is not good.
At what point are they in an ASU basketball situation where it's like there's no such thing as a must-win anymore? It doesn't even matter.
I don't think this team has that potential, though.
I agree, but I'm saying in terms of the fact that, like you say, it's a must-win. At what point does it it doesn't matter what you win? It's not going to mean anything. So sure, I guess it's a must-win at this point. Everything's kind of a must-win when you start the season like this, but
I don't know if it's a must-win, There's a lot of baseball left.
There is a lot of baseball.
I mean,
but to get back on track and get some momentum going, getting into Pac-12 play, the start of Pac-12 play is such a beast. No matter what sport you're in, like it does feel like they need to steal the series.
Yeah.
They need to take 2 or 3.
I wouldn't say, and I think you bring up a good point about momentum. I don't think it is necessarily a must-win from a record perspective,
Yeah.
but it's a must-win for momentum,
Yeah.
and just to get like the monkey off their back, because it's been a minute since they've, when was the last series that ASU confidently went into in like the 3rd game and was like, like it's wrapped up, like we don't gotta
Dixie
worry about
State.
it. Yeah, and like Dixie State is
First
Dixie
series
State.
of the year.
So they really, really need to get things figured out. I don't know if I hate to get into the pitching thing again, but like would you rather have the pitching staff show up or would you rather have the batter show up? I know in a perfect world, which we don't currently live in Tempe, we'd love to have them both. But Shane, out of those two, which one do you think needs to be there for this series?
Tempe's not a perfect world. Tempe Town Lake, beautiful.
Not for ASU baseball, it's not.
I saw a TikTok of this dead fish washed up on the shore, and it was like making noises. And I was like, "Are there fish in Tempe Town Lake?" It doesn't sound like a perfect world if you're talking about that.
Not if you're a fish.
From a sporting perspective, it's the pitching. It has to be momentum, dude. Like if you can get out of 3 innings with no runs on the board, which is a normal thing you can do in baseball, and the bats show up in one of those 3 innings. That changes the entire game. When you give up 3 more runs in the 1st or 2nd or even 3rd innings, it sucks life out of you. And baseball is such a hard sport to like rally. And I mean, you get momentum when base hit after base hit, but you get 2 on, you get 1 run in 1 inning, and you're like, we just did all that work to still be down 4. Like pitching has to show up because that means 1 run means that much more, and this team can't produce an insane amount of runs as we've talked about. They have the potential to later in the season and maybe even starting Pac-12 play, but right now, they're not fire starters with their bats.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the pitching. I mean, when you look at this team, it's like the bats aren't necessarily explosive, but like in college baseball, teams always put up a few runs. Like the only game this season, one of the 2 teams didn't put up a run was that Oregon State 21-0 loss.
Yeah.
But I mean, you look at their losses: 5 runs, 4 runs. Just 2, but it was a 12-inning game. 3 runs, 6 runs, 5 runs, 3 runs. Like they put up they can always score a few runs, but it doesn't matter when your pitching is giving up 6-7 runs every game.
Yeah.
So the pitching needs to step up because the bats aren't necessarily doing their job to the fullest, but they're doing enough that if pitching was on, they would win a lot more games.
Did you guys play ball when you were kids?
I was a baseball player my entire life.
Did not play baseball.
That was my only sport that I was somewhat good at.
I'm probably bad 180 on my career, but I would hit jacks if I ever got held a ball. Hand-eye coordination, not there.
I was a speed threat. Center fielder, lay down bunts. I still specifically have a vivid memory of laying down a bunt so perfect that it went straight down, landed on the plate, and the catcher had no idea where it was. It was between his feet, and I got a double off of a bunt.
My last hit ever in an organized baseball game was an inside the park home run to tie up my little league semifinals in the bottom of the 7th. And then in extra innings, we got slaughtered by like 6 runs.
Yeah,
I was ASU baseball.
Yeah,
I was a Jackie Bradley Jr.-esque like defensive specialist.
This man, literally, he's just like, I'm this, I'm that.
I was defensive specialist.
Welcome to the PHNX Sun Devil show, where Shawn just kisses his own ass.
I was that's what I was saying. I was not a good hitter. Like, let me put that out.
Wow,
I'm realistic. I'm realistic about what I was as a baseball player. I was fast, but I was not a good hitter. So I played center field, and then I got taller and I played first base, and I was pretty good at that. But
what were you bad at?
You are built like a baseball player.
What were you bad at? I want to know what you were bad at. I want you to shit on yourself
basketball.
right now.
I can't shoot for shit. Like I would still crush the intern. Shout out Benjamin. But I cannot shoot for my life. So I'm very realistic about what I am. I just give myself my flowers.
right hand is water.
He said, I just give myself my flowers. Please don't. Enough of the flowers being given to you.
Nothing wrong with that.
Great bunter.
No, we give him flowers.
Great bunter.
Great.
Can I see your bunting form?
So, getting back on
You
track.
should see my batting stance.
You guys you're great athletes back in your day. I feel like those times have passed. Okay.
Oh boy. Was he a good fielder? I thought you were gonna throw it. I thought
you're gonna throw a trophy at him.
See, this is my Pony Timber Rattlers. I think this is just a participation trophy from 2006.
Yeah, all my baseball trophies were too big to fit in my luggage when I moved out here. Just kidding. They were that size.
Kiss his ass one more time.
It was a joke.
He's flexible.
Me?
Yeah.
I am flexible. I can kick really
Where
high.
is this going?
No, he's flexible because he can kiss his own ass whenever he wants.
I'm like that. You see that video of Joel Embiid where he like
Kisses his ass?
almost like he was trying to stretch his back out, and so he bent over and he literally had his head between his knees.
That's
It was
terrifying.
incredible. As a 7-footer, that was incredible.
Okay, so back to baseball real quick. This is not going to be. It's not necessarily a series that the Sun Devils can walk into and be almost guaranteed that they'll get their momentum back like they were with Dixie.
No.
I don't
Washington.
think there's anything any such thing as a guarantee for this team.
Yeah, and Washington is. I mean, they're as hot as GCU was. They're coming off a sweep over Washington State where they outscored them in those 3 games, 25-7.
And that's a rivalry too. So
yeah,
they're feeling good.
So 25-7. They are 12-8 on the year, 4-2 in conference play. They're on that 3-game win streak over Washington State. So we talked a little bit before you had your day off about what you think this team can do this week in the 4 games. Do you still feel like they can, or they're going to at least get this series?
Can, yes. Going to, no. I'm not. Like I said, I don't feel like there's any such thing as a guarantee with this team at this point. But pitchers always put together a good game here and there. So like if they can, there's no reason they can't put together 2 good pitching performances. But no, like at this point, I'm not expecting anything out of this team. I would expect, the expectation has to be that the pitching isn't going to show up at this point. They haven't given you any reason to think otherwise.
Yeah, Mac brings up a great point. The frustrating part for ASU baseball right now is that it feels like for a lot of their games, they're in it until the very end. And then
they're so far out of it.
Yeah, the bullpen just kind of collapses.
I mean, that was the GCU. That was the GCU game. They were winning through 5 innings.
Whoa!
That was
Cameron
funky.
punched in a little bit.
Okay.
They were winning through 5 innings, and then they gave up 3 in the 6th. Like it's those games where like they are in them, and then they even though Tulloch started the game, gave up 3 runs in the first inning, like they were still in it for the majority of the game, and then 3 runs in the 6th, and then the game's over. So yeah, no, it does feel like that like all of these games, with the exception of those Oregon State games, but that again, Oregon State's an absolute wagon. Most of these games are close. They don't almost all of the games that they've lost have been by 3 or less runs. Like they're close. So yeah, no, that is definitely the frustrating part, and that was. I mean, I feel like the story of ASU sports, it always feels like they're right there, but it's just they can't get themselves over that hump.
So do they get 1 game, or do they get 2, or do they get all 3?
They're not getting all 3. That's for damn sure. You got to be a crazy person to.
Really? I don't think that's that crazy.
I think
there's no reason you can.
Really?
I don't think there's any reason that you should go out
Washington
there.
isn't great.
But they're better than
neither
ASU.
is ASU. Like at this point, you can't predict that the pitching is going to show up for 3 straight games. That is a ridiculous assumption.
I think it's ridiculous that you think there's no way they can get 3. I think that's crazy.
I mean, sure,
When
there's
was
a
their last
possibility,
sweep?
but if you're asking me what I'm predicting, I don't think there's any
It's
reason.
Pac-12 play. It's different. Look, we just saw Ethan Long finally have a breakout game.
I think they can win the series. Like I think they can go 2-1, but I think predicting that they're going to sweep the series. The pitching has not been consistent enough. Yeah, like Max said, 2 games is not out of the question. 2 games not out of the question at all. But sweeping the series, the pitching has not been consistent enough at all this year.
I don't think it has been either. But to say there's no way.
I don't know. I'm not saying that there's
that's what
no
you
chance.
literally just
no,
said.
I'm saying there's no reason to predict that they're going to win 3.
Yeah, could you try again? Could you try to say what you tried to say
watch
again?
off.
Siri.
Bad Siri.
There's no reason to predict that they're going to win 3.
Okay, that's fair.
I of course there's a chance. I think that they win 2. I think that they can definitely win 2.
2-1.
Because the bats have the ability to show up. And even if the pitching doesn't, the bats can carry them. But I think predicting 3 is a stretch.
You already know how I feel. I think they get 2 out of 3, and I definitely think there's a chance they sweep.
Interesting. I think they get swept.
Goddamn fly.
I know he's been bugging.
There's some bugs in this office.
He's been bugging.
There's some bugs
in this office.
Yeah, I think they get swept. I don't think it's pretty.
Like Max said, if you had to put money on it, you don't put it on a sweep.
But the way you said it the first time, you said
he's hurt. He's offended.
Yeah, because you literally said there's no chance they can get a sweep.
This team isn't good.
Okay.
I don't think that there's no chance they can get a sweep.
That's what you said.
That's
That's
not
why
what
I
I
made
meant
you
to
walk
say.
that back.
What I meant to say is
Oh,
that
we're good. That's all I'm saying.
okay.
That's all I'm
I
saying.
dislike it. I feel like you just need to air it out. Are you good?
I'm fine. I just wanted him to walk back what he said, and he did.
That there's no shot.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's
No, I don't think there's a shot that this team sweeps.
So what happens?
What happens?
What happens if they do? Totri.
Oh, we're on one of those?
Yeah, we're on one of those.
Okay, let's get on to that. If you're in the chat, what do you think should happen if there is a sweep?
You know what we want to happen.
Yeah, you know what we want.
You want me to bleach my hair?
Are you that confident?
Well, what happens? I need.
No, you don't.
What do you mean?
Because you're so confident it's not going to happen. Why
There's just no punishment if Washington sweeps?
Because that's what's going to happen.
There's got to be an equal trade here.
No.
I'm not doing it unless there's an equal trade.
Oh, okay. Well, Shane will bleach his hair.
Yeah.
It's already bleached.
No, it's not.
If Washington sweeps ASU, you have to dye your hair blue for Washington blue or purple.
Well, I was about to say, I was like, they don't have that color. Okay.
Purple.
No, we're not touching the mustache. That's out of question.
And this is oh, fuck you guys for.
Well, this is what happens when this is what happens when you come out of the gates flaming hot, and then I call you out, and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like
this is different. You're asking me to bleach my hair. I was confident in Joe Burrow. You're asking me to be confident in like Washington Huskies baseball.
You sounded really confident when you said that. You sounded so confident that there's no way they could sweep them. Now you're all scammed. So you're bleaching your hair if they get swept.
What happens to you though? I feel like
because this is different. You can't like.
I'll buy you dinner. How's that sound?
Okay, can I buy you dinner if
No, you're bleaching your hair.
This is so
You already made us bleach our hair, so
I didn't make you do shit. You lost.
You're a child.
This is Totri, rocking Totri to sleep. Little baby.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely
You're bleaching.
Wait. If either team sweeps, the other side has to walk to work for a day. You guys would not get to work.
So I would have had to leave yesterday.
Yeah. Bleaching your hair?
What do you think, David?
If they sweep.
What do you think?
Well, so prior to these past like couple of weeks, I would have thought definitely there's a chance. They have two really solid starters for pitching, Adam Tulloch and Kyle Luckham. And then obviously Boyd Vanderkoo is coming back and getting more time. But Adam Tulloch hasn't been good the past 2 weeks. He crapped the bed against GCU, and he was really horrible in the Oregon State game. So I don't even know if you can really rely on Tulloch either. So, like, who are you banking on putting the team in position to win? You're on a guy who's still just coming back from Tommy John surgery, and Kyle Luckham. And Luckham has been good, but, like, I don't know.
Get your face on here, David. I want to see your...
What?
No, we don't. We don't need that. We don't need that.
Oh.
Jacob, we're good.
All right.
Bleaching your hair if they get swept.
I'm not as confident in it.
Totri has no fun on the show.
That's a big ask. I was confident in Joe Burrow, man. I know Joe Burrow. I know what I'm getting out of that. I don't know what I'm getting out of it.
Hindsight's always 2020.
Washington baseball, dude.
Hindsight's always 2020.
I'm trying to think if there's like,
No, we're good. All right, let's move on. Next topic.
God.
Next topic. You can't bet on hair apparently with Totri, but you can bet on the college basketball
There we go.
NCAA tournament. Why don't you tell the people what they can get?
No, you're on it.
No, you're good.
You're the host, Totri.
Shane's fired up. So,
I'm fired up to win money on Houston tonight.
You so am I.
no, that's not happening either.
Totri,
I'll bet you on that game.
Okay.
I'll bet you on that game. But first, let me tell everybody about what's going on the DraftKings Sportsbook app.
I feel good about Houston.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. If you bet just $5 on any college hoops team to win that is still playing, and they do win, you're going to get $200 in free bets. If they win, you win on the DraftKings Sportsbook app if you're a new customer. Now, if you're not a new customer, you could still do same-game parlays, and that doesn't just apply to college basketball, but that applies to everything going on in the NBA. There's just a couple of weeks left in regular season play, so be sure to get in on that action before the postseason starts. Boys, I know you guys, Sweet 16 starts today, so I'm sure you guys all have your wagers already placed.
Texas Tech by 1 million, baby.
Yeah, I like that. I might might tell you. On
I
that.
also have
Houston money line, and I should have taken them at like +3. Yes, yeah, Mac. Houston
Max on
money line,
Houston.
baby.
I don't like it. I like.
Arizona's fraudulent.
No,
Not really, but
no, they're not. We watched them kick the shit out of the
All right, you want to
entire.
bleach your hair for that then?
Why are you obsessed with me bleaching my hair now?
Because you made us bleach your hair.
I didn't make you. And why is this anger coming out now, like weeks later, months
now
later?
we have an
The
opportunity.
anger's not coming out. I'm just mad that you won't reciprocate what we did for you.
That bet was up for me. That like I was going to bleach
Yeah,
my
I
hair
know.
if the Chiefs
I
won by
know.
minus
So why don't you
7.5.
want to put it on the line again?
Because I'm not as confident in these
All right,
things.
all right.
Oh, baby.
I'm just not, okay? We'll figure it out later. But for everybody that is a new customer on the DraftKings Sportsbook app.
I got him rattled.
Yeah, you do. Use promo code PHNX. You could bet just $5 on any college hoops team to win, and you're going to get $200 in free bets if they do. If they win, you win with promo code PHNX this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. It's 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT STEP. New customers only. A minimum of a $5 deposit. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details.
Yeah, I broke my phone screen slamming the money line button on Houston so goddamn hard. I'm putting. Oh my god. Houston's gonna win this game. I consider
Are they?
taking. Yes,
It's gonna be real close.
it's gonna be a good game, regardless of who wins. I think it's gonna be a good.
Why
game.
do you think Houston's going to win?
So, I've obviously been following Arizona very close the entire year. Arizona is a fantastic team. They're really good,
Fair.
but they're not a world beater by
Yes.
any means. And Houston is the perfect matchup against them. Houston is the best 5 seed I've ever seen. They were the 15th best team in the country before the tournament, and they're a 5 seed. Do the math, doesn't make sense. Houston also thrives on offensive rebounds. They're super athletic. The only thing they don't have is scoring. And that is scary to an extent. If Tubelis plays like he has been, which I don't think he will, I think he has a better game. But if they keep giving up offensive rebounds, Houston can run them out of the gym. Arizona has had some struggles scoring in stretches, and Houston thrives on runs.
Yeah, no, I
Why do you like Arizona?
Because we watched them kick the shit out of everybody in the Pac-12. We've seen how I thought they were going to get bounced the last round. Seeing that they are able to play in a game like that where it's not just they're dominating, I was happy to see that U of A was able to play in a tight game and get it done when it mattered at the end.
I hate this argument where it's like, oh, we saw them win a close game. They shouldn't have been in a close game against a 9 seed.
It's March Madness.
Can I
Memphis-
can I expose you really fast?
Me?
No, yeah.
Yes.
Can I?
Sure.
I remember literally a month and a half ago when ASU was playing better basketball and they were supposed to blow out Utah. You verbatim said, "I love that they played in a close game because they show you that they can win in different ways." That was your argument.
Okay, yes, but Arizona is a significantly worse team than
that's fair.
Arizona.
But it's March Madness, man. Like, this is it's one and done. Like, all these big name
yes,
teams.
I think that argument has more weight in the first 2 rounds.
What do you mean?
Like, I think that the whole March, because like the better team almost, like a good team almost always wins the tournament.
There's
It's
16
not-
teams left in the entire country. They're all good teams.
That's a lot of respect to St. Peter's.
There's a lot of respect to Arkansas.
I mean,
And
they're here
Michigan.
now. They're in the Sweet 16. They didn't get here by accident.
I mean,
No,
What?
Sean's completely right though. You see these runs a lot, but you rarely see a team win it all that's less than a 2 or 3 seed. You rarely see
Yeah,
that.
and you're just putting all your confidence in Houston.
To
That's
win
not
this-
a 1 or 2.
to win this
game.
game, buddy.
That's not going to happen.
Oh my
put your
god.
hair on it, you fucking coward.
Well,
I like Houston. What other games do we have other than that Houston game?
There's the Duke Texas Tech game is
Texas
tonight.
Tech is going to destroy Duke. Duke is so fraudulent, and Coach K is going to end his
Nah,
career
it's
crying
gonna be
like a little
close.
baby.
It'll be close.
No,
I
don't
do like
Duke.
Texas Tech to win.
I
I
don't
like
like
Texas
Duke.
Tech to win too.
Gonzaga and Arkansas.
I have money on Gonzaga first half. Is this an Arizona State show still?
It's
Sure.
college.
Now we're going to get into ASU football, spring ball. They didn't have practice today. They do have practice tomorrow and Saturday. So I want to play a little game,
Okay.
Ooh, I like games.
little pick'em game.
Jigsaw over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
we're
can
gonna
see you
have
on a little tricycle. Just you want to play a game?
Josh.
Oh yes, Josh. I need you to put Totri's face on Jigsaw.
you done?
No,
we're good now.
Okay. Thank you guys. So I'm gonna give you some head-to-heads. 2 players. You each are gonna give me which one that you think is going to finish off with a better spring. And I'm gonna need your explanation as to why.
Okay.
So we'll start off with
Real quick. Apparently, the Denver Broncos stadium is on fire.
What?
Just wanted to throw that out there.
Cool.
So
well, they got Russ, and he's
he's burning it down.
Burning it down.
Throwing
Back to your
dimes.
question.
Back to Seattle.
I just wanted to throw that.
It's
out
honestly
there.
Sua Cravens. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was him.
Let's go back to our game, Jigsaw.
Okay, so Eric Gentry,
Yeah.
Oh,
Merlin Robertson.
wait, who's having a better season?
No, who is going to have a better spring?
Oh.
Probably Eric Gentry, just
Yeah, that's what I
because
was-
Eric Gentry can take that step forward. I don't know how much Merlin's going to take a step forward. I don't know how much he really needs to. So
Yeah.
I'd say Eric Gentry.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Young guy, he has the potential to grow his game a lot. So, I think Gentry. Yeah,
Okay, let's go Xavier Valade or Daniel Ngata.
Daniel Ngata.
again, Ngata.
Really?
Similar reason. Younger guy has a bet and hasn't had. As
I
much
also
of an
think he's going to show ASU fans why he deserves to play more.
I would not be surprised if Valade takes that starting spot.
I wouldn't necessarily either.
I'd be surprised, but it wouldn't like completely blow me away.
Just give it.
But I mean, he's an older guy that's played a lot more, has more experience. So, but if you're asking who's gonna have a better spring, who's gonna improve their game more,
Daniel
I
Ngata
think
also looks so good when he
Yeah.
had moments, but that's also just because you're not really scheming for Daniel Ngata. So we'll see.
Okay. Now this one, not same position group, but 2 guys that I feel like ASU fans would love to see have big seasons, big spring. Chad Johnson Jr. or Jordan Clark.
Jordan Clark.
Jordan Clark. I don't think we're gonna see a whole lot of Jay
Yeah.
Johnson Jr. I
There's
think
so
people
many-
just want him because of his name.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's gonna end up having that big of an impact.
Jordan Clark for
Yeah.
sure. Jordan Clark is ready to take that step to be the #1 defensive back on this roster.
I agree.
100%. He had moments last year where he's good. And what is with this ASU
He's about to get into something.
this ASU defensive back thing where they just all hit so hard. Like Jordan Clark lays people out. It's so bizarre.
I like it.
I love it.
Well, they got so much speed coming downhill, dude.
And Jordan Clark's not the biggest dude.
No, he's pretty tiny. But if you look at all of ASU's DBs this year are relatively tiny compared to what they had last season.
Yeah. I mean, Chase Lucas and Jack Jones. But Chase Lucas and Jack Jones also brought the hammer.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy. I love it. I love it so much.
So you're same thing, Jordan Clark.
Yeah.
Okay. Des Holmes or Isaiah Glass?
That's Holmes.
I was gonna. Yeah. I mean, he's coming from Penn State, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's
He's
I-
big.
big. Yeah. I just think it's a new guy. I just think they're coming from the Big Ten and coming from a place where games are won in the trenches.
Yeah.
Like, I just think the ability for him to have that impact and the impact he can have on the team and the rest of the line, I'm going with Des Holmes. Yeah.
Okay.
That it?
No?
Oh.
Paul Tyson, Trenton Bourget.
Who's gonna have a better?
Who's going to have a better spring?
I think Paul Tyson goes crazy in the last couple weeks.
I think Bourget. This is the first time we're disagreeing. I think Bourget only because I think he's had such a head start over Paul Tyson in terms of the chemistry as with the receivers. I feel like it's gonna. I agree that Paul Tyson has a little bit like the potential to have like a really good end of spring. But if we're looking at spring in total, I think Bourget is going to have such a strong, consistent performance over it, or not necessarily strong, but consistent. Just because he knows this team so well.
Yeah.
And so I think at the end of spring, like it'll be Bourget's job at that moment. I still think Paul Tyson could easily win the job, but I think Bourget is going to be the guy for most of spring.
That was the first time he's hopped on the Bourget train.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely still a Paul Tyson guy, but I think if we're just talking strictly about spring, Bourget has such a head start.
Can I see your tickets? Where are you sitting?
I'm driving it.
You're driving it?
Choo choo. On the wait, are we on the Bourget
My brother.
train? On the Bourget train?
My brother, I've been driving it.
On the
My
Bourget
brother.
train?
Yeah.
No, I'm like hanging off the end of the caboose so I can kind of just hop off at any time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Josh, if I'm Jigsaw, put these 2 clowns on a fucking train. I don't care if it's
Not as
Thomas
good
the
as
Train.
Jigsaw.
I don't care what it is.
Put me on Thomas.
put Bourget's face on Thomas the Train.
And Herm is the conductor.
Choo choo. And then make Paul Tyson like that.
I mean, we
green
could
one.
just do this.
Yeah,
really
I know.
fast.
I don't know. if you feel like it.
We just like leaving little breadcrumbs for Josh.
Yeah.
throughout our
It's a lot of
episodes.
fun because
Because then we wake up the next morning, we're like, what's oh
why,
yeah.
why is my face on a marshmallow?
that was actually good. What,
That was really good.
Sean.
Sean the Marshmallow.
Okay, last one. A little bit of a bonus. We got Donnie Henderson
Mhm.
or Glenn Thomas.
Glenn Thomas.
Really?
Has a
Yeah.
better spring.
Oh.
Not needs to have a better spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just because like again, this for me, this is kind of like a potential thing because this Donnie Henderson's like been here. There's not like any, from what I've seen, like any major like scheme changes defensively. Like this is just it's a program that he's been a part of. Glenn Thomas is like, I know he said that like this isn't his offense, like it's a collaboration thing, but like he's got so many. It's like the offense for him is Play-Doh. Like he's got a quarterback competition, new running backs, a wide open receiver room, a bunch of new offensive linemen. Like I think the ability for him to kind of mold this the way he wants it to, and to kind of give this offense
Yeah.
an identity, is there for him.
It's a
I
si-
don't think Henderson has the ability to make that big of a change.
It's the same. It's the same thing for the defense, though. You get almost a completely new secondary, basically a new line, and you have a lot to work with. Plus, I've heard the defense has been bringing the juice. Donnie's been bringing the juice, and that's what this defense really thrived off of. That's when they were playing their best ball last year. Is when they were fired
Yeah.
up.
No, I mean, I think the defense is going to be more like better than the offense, I guess, in whatever way you want to measure that. But like, I think there's just so much that Glenn needs to do that I'm just kind of hoping that he does do it, I suppose.
Yeah. That's fair. If you're in the chat, who do you think will have a better spring? Glenn Thomas, Donnie Henderson, and who needs to have a better spring? I think the
Glenn Thomas definitely needs.
Yeah.
to have a
Yeah,
better
I
spring.
think
don't
that's the
much
If you got a
consensus.
sleeper pick as well, player, coach, whatever, who do you think needs to show out this spring as well?
needs to, or I just want to see.
Do you have one?
Oh, I was just talking to the chat.
No,
but we
I
can
know.
do
But
this.
do you have
yeah.
one?
BJ Green. I said this yesterday. I think that having that guy on the line would be huge, and he can definitely fill that role, 100%.
I don't. And for me, because I'm just big on like the whole leadership thing. It's solely like I just want
Yeah,
and I've based on things I've read and stuff like that. Like that's kind of been what he's doing, is stepping
sure.
up as a leader on the defense. But like you just mentioned, a bunch of changes on the defense personnel wise. Him stepping up as a leader is huge
Yeah.
for me.
Herm.
Max says Herm. Yeah, that's what I said
I'm
yesterday.
here for it. Herm does need to
No.
show
Yeah, I
out.
said it jokingly yesterday, but it's true. For sure, true.
I want Stanley Lambert, dude. The guy's
Mhm.
he's an animal
Yeah.
size wise. And I was telling him, I don't know how, I think you were at Syracuse at the time, but like Karan Crump, when he was here coming off the edge, like he was mean,
Yeah.
bro. Like he was one
That's what
of
you need, dude.
he was one of the best pass rushers in the Pac-12 for
That's
his
I mean,
time here.
like we saw Tyler Johnson be that kind of guy a little bit last year, but it's been a while since the ASU's line has been like completely feared, and that's something that's just
Yeah, I mean, that's another guy that have been huge on is Nesta, Jade Silvera.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
coming like I've mentioned.
he has a guy here yet.
considered. He's here. He's just hurt. He's considered by a lot of people on Miami to just be the best player on that
Yeah.
defense. So like, I would like to see him not necessarily be that, although it would be great if he was. But
Mhm.
like, to have an impact on that defensive line would be chef's kiss, crease a kiss.
And on that note, before we get into our final subject of the day, got to tell you about all the great stuff going on at gophnx.com. You can become a member of the family, and you're going to get either a free t-shirt from the locker or your first month for 50 cents just for signing up. None of us rocking any PHNX merch right now. Or actually, I got the hat, but that's not for sale yet. So
There's a shirt behind you.
there's a shirt behind us. Go get a PHNX Sun Devil shirt. We've got some more cool shirts on the way, both Sun Devils and other stuff. I'm excited for that. I know we saw the new Sun Devil shirt, what was it, a couple weeks ago? I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Nice. Great energy. Great energy, guys. Love it. Along with all the great merch, there's a lot of great articles. There's a lot of great shows to follow, not just us. Totri just spoiling the new merch drop casually. Listen, man. Nobody told me, okay? I'm not told shit, okay? But you should definitely go become a member. Go phnx.com. And again, you're going to get either a free t-shirt from the locker or your first month for 50 cents just for signing up. The last topic of the day. March Madness. St. Peter's. Cinderella story. Who is your favorite Disney princess and why?
Are we? So
This is all we're doing?
yeah, we didn't know. We just said Disney princess.
Yeah. Well, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
What Disney princess are you? Which Disney princess do you identify with?
I'm gonna need a second. This means a lot to me.
Yeah, no. My favorite Disney princess movie. I'm not just gonna judge the princesses as characters, but I am a huge Tangled guy.
Yeah,
Tangled?
you seem like one.
Tangled is goated. I've been watching that for years.
Our producer behind the Mac with the big hair just went,
David, you're a Tangled guy?
Yeah, I remember that came out like right around the same time as Frozen, and everybody was hyping up Frozen.
Thank you.
It is garbage compared to Tangled. Tangled,
Okay, but Frozen, the
by a
best.
million.
Frozen, the best soundtrack. Unreal song.
No, okay.
Disney movies?
One of the best soundtracks.
I
of
think
all Disney movies.
I think Encanto and Moana, and both because they were written in part by Lin-Manuel Miranda, I think have the best soundtrack. Frozen definitely does. I think people shit on it because it got so overplayed. They're like, it's not that good.
It's so good.
It's very good. It just got overplayed.
Yeah.
Elsa by a Million as Elsa, like the one you identify with or your favorite? That's what I want to know. But
So you identify as the...
no, that's my favorite one. The one I identify with.
I'd say I identify with Snow White the most because like I'm always for the team, and like she's helping them dwarves, you know.
She's helping them dwarves. The fuck? She do be helping them dwarves though.
She do be helping them dwarves though.
I don't know. I like Moana a lot. That's one I identify.
Why
with.
do I identify?
I don't know.
as
She's just kind of like a go getter. She's just like she's got haters, and she's just like, fuck the haters. I'm gonna do me. And she's rocking with the chicken and a little pig. I don't know. I just like her a lot.
What do you?
Oh,
think?
you know what? Jane
From
What?
Tarzan.
Oh,
She's not a princess.
Oh, come on.
She's not a princess, bro. That movie's not even about her.
not a princess.
Is Jane a Disney princess? Yes or no? In
No.
the chat.
No.
It's definitely no.
Yes,
She's
she is.
not. She's not a Disney princess whatsoever. The movie is not called Jane.
How is Moana a Disney princess?
The movie's called Moana.
She's literally a princess. What do you mean?
Jane was announced as the newest princess for the Disney Princess franchise by the official magazine from the United Kingdom.
When?
She is a Disney
When?
princess.
From the United
in
Kingdom?
1999.
The United Kingdom? Since when are they the authority on
Disney
princesses?
What does Disney have to say about this? Is Jane a princess?
I have never seen Jane in any graphic. Okay, actually, let me flex real quick. Not a flex, but
It's not a
I
flex.
took a class on Disney princesses in college. Jane was not mentioned ever once. Also, the greatest class I've ever took.
On Disney's wiki, Jane, Disney
Wiki,
princess.
Disney Wiki, fan made.
Oh my God.
I've never seen.
Fan-made.
I have never seen Jane referred to as a princess by any official Disney channels.
I've never been so mad.
She's not a princess.
So you identify as Jane?
is Tarzan a Disney prince?
No.
Shane is
There's
Tarzan
no
a
prince
Disney
or princess in that movie.
What did we say before the show? Princes, they're interchangeable.
No, but there are Disney princes like Eric.
That's fucked up to think that every princess needs a prince to be a successful princess. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
But that's not
That's
my point.
fucked
That's not
up.
my point. You're not doing. I'm not letting you get away with this. That's not my point. My point is that movie is not a prince or princess movie. It is.
Yeah, well, you're saying that a princess needs a prince.
No, that's what I'm
crazy.
not.
That's crazy.
I'm-
In 2022, that's insane.
And also,
What has happened?
Also, if we want to get into a real conversation about this, Disney for a long time had a problem with stereotypes exactly like that. And so, as far as Disney is concerned, every princess did need a prince.
Jane was a bad bitch. She ain't need
But
that.
she wasn't a princess.
Yes, she was.
No.
Did she wear a crown?
Dude, okay, your argument is completely invalid. Moana did not wear a crown.
But
No,
Moana is a princess.
That's not a
What? Leah doesn't think Jane's a princess either.
Thank you. That is not. I'm not making that crown argument at all. I think but Moana is a princess, and
Why?
she's literally a princess. Like her dad is like the king, and all of that. Like it's legitimately like within the power structure of her
Jane is a
kingdom.
Disney princess.
No, she's not.
I
She's
will
a
die on this.
she
hill.
is a
This
just
is a small hill.
a wealthy woman.
It's a
Like
huge hill.
at all, not a princess.
Is Snow White a princess? See?
Yes,
See?
yes, yes, because she married a prince, which makes you a princess.
That's true.
You're not getting me on this. This is literally my.
I don't know why you're so educated
The
on
Little
Disney
Mermaid. The
princesses.
Little Mermaid did wear
No.
a crown after she got married.
That's also you. I'm so concerned with how much you know about Disney princesses.
I literally took a class on it. I told
Yeah,
you.
but you know when in the movie that Little Mermaid has a crown and when she doesn't.
Well, that's the only time she wore a crown. Because prior to that, she was just a mermaid. She was always a princess inside, but she wore a crown after she got married to a prince.
Never wanted to smack the shit out of you more than I do right
I'm
now.
sorry. I'm sorry you haven't watched The Little
What's wrong?
Mermaid.
Why do you want to? If anything, I should be able to
Totri's
smack
being
him.
toxic. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're a guy. You can't watch
Yeah.
princess.
When did I say that?
In 2022.
It never did. It never did. Okay. Aside from that whole conversation, a princess inside. Thank you, Mac.
Yeah, that's what I just said. He's quoting me.
Which princess?
Totri's so hurt right now.
Which princess, Shane?
Okay, Christopher Columbus. Taking credit for everything. Thank you, Mac. That was mine.
Oh my God. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Which princess would Shawn be?
I have to do this?
Yes.
I don't know what a princess is or isn't, so I don't know.
Can you just shut the fuck up and answer the question?
What would he be? I think Moana's a good one for him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What would he be?
I kind of like Rapunzel, to be honest.
Bro.
Like long, luscious
like-
blonde
that's like-
lock, but she's like
That's like me saying your favorite, if you were a candy, you'd be licorice. And then you being like, or no, other way around.
What?
I'm saying if you were a candy, you'd be Sour Punch Straws. And then you're like, yeah, you're Werther's or licorice. Give me somebody more fun.
No. You let me give you my
Rapunzel's
explanation.
pretty
And
good.
I'm not
Rapunzel's got
talking about
Tangled.
like classic Rapunzel that just sits on the top. I'm talking about Tangled
I gotta
Rapunzel,
look at this.
Okay.
who is just
Okay.
like who's a badass. She
Okay.
breaks out of her.
I thought you were just saying I was a helpless.
No. I'm talking about like Tangled Rapunzel, where she breaks out. She's got this literal criminal Flynn Rider, and she's like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. I'm gonna do me.
Yeah.
Like it
Who's
was a,
Totri?
Something offensive is gonna come out of one of your mouths.
man, I have so many things I could say, but I'm gonna be nice. I have so many not even backhanded compliments, just insults I could
They're
give.
just a punch.
Yeah, I mean, if you want them, I'll give them to you, but I just didn't want to do that to you.
I'm looking up Disney princesses. Okay, I want to be Mulan.
Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, right.
Fuck off, both of you.
Mulan, you have to be the goat to be Mulan.
Yeah, she's literally
I'm
the
the fucking goat.
the
Mulan or Jasmine.
you're not even top
Mulan
two on
or
the show.
Jasmine.
I'll give you
I'm
Jasmine.
gonna ride the
I'll
Middle
give you
Eastern in
Jasmine
me
because
to the top of the hill.
like I'll give you Jasmine because honestly, I'm not like Jasmine didn't even have her own movie named after her, which is more of a Disney thing. But
She
like
stole the show, bro.
Jasmine as a princess like didn't do a whole lot.
It makes for great audio.
Wait, whoa. Why is Mulan a princess? Huh? Didn't get married.
That's okay. No, that's
Yeah,
a very fair
and
argument.
we're considering her the best princess. Jane is a princess.
You
Okay,
said
but also-
that she was the goat.
yeah.
But also, again, going back to my original thing about what official Disney channels have recognized as princesses, Mulan has been recognized as a princess.
Okay, then, but that's stupid because why hasn't Jane?
because they don't.
Jane is.
That's not
This
a
is a
princess
stupid
movie.
argument.
That's not in the canon of like the princess movies. Like it's a clear like
How is Mulan then?
because it's like this is the
'Cause
conversation
Disney says so.
that I use when people have like the hot dog as a sandwich conversation.
okay.
You know one when
Not
you
a
see it. Jane is not a princess. Like you could, it's just she's just not. Mulan is.
All right.
Mulan is a bad bitch, like 100%.
Why are we? What am I supposed to say? Something now?
No, I'm just Mulan. She legitimately saved an
From the
entire
Hun,
country from the Hun.
single-handedly. She's a queen.
Yeah, facts. She is a queen.
Mac hit you with the.
That
But
movie-
also, most of the queens in Disney are bad. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a lot of them are bad.
Also,
Or-
the soundtrack in Mulan, next level.
Make a man. I don't want to get us copyrighted. Sorry,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
that's
you're
a spot
fan.
on
Your singing
representation.
would definitely throw us over the edge.
So
Yeah.
who's Totri?
I need why.
I said Jasmine.
Why?
Okay.
Because I don't do anything?
Kinda. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I honestly don't know. Like, do you have one, Shane?
Somebody else talk.
Elsa. I'm gonna go Elsa. Because he sometimes just doesn't know how to control his emotions.
Yeah.
And just gets
Ooh.
real angry
Banger.
for no reason.
But also very hardworking and kind of goes like,
Yeah.
kind of has one special ability, and Totri's special ability is being good at his job.
Yeah. But would also freeze the entire kingdom
Yeah.
if he needs to.
Yeah.
I'll give you Elsa. And Elsa certified princess.
Probably one of the most powerful ones.
I would say she's the only magic one, isn't she?
If
Are there
someone's
any?
just
Well, I mean,
tuning in right now,
I
they're
guess
probably so confused.
Rapunzel entangled is magical because he's got magic hair.
Yeah.
But otherwise, in terms of having like legit superpowers, I think she's the only one.
Little Mermaid.
She's just a mermaid. She doesn't have powers.
That's still, I mean, that's crazy.
She's just a
That's
she's
good.
just a fish.
She's a
Like,
human fish.
Okay.
so-
Hold on. Is Maribel from Encanto? I don't know if you've seen
I
Encanto.
haven't
Is she a
seen the movie.
princess?
I haven't even seen Frozen, if I'm being honest with you.
That is. You need to get up right now.
Merida?
Oh, from Brave.
Oh,
She's a badass.
she is a badass.
She was badass. Yeah, I don't think any of us live to that standard.
No.
Like
No.
she's like Mulan.
We honestly don't live to a lot of their standards.
I could
They're
be Moana.
royalty.
I could sail the
We're
open
degenerates.
ocean. I'm royalty.
You're Moana?
There is no princess that just wears neutral colors. I'm sorry.
That's
Pocahontas.
also true.
Fuck.
Dude, don't test me on my princess knowledge.
I'm telling you, he's on it.
Don't
he
test me.
knows an absurd amount of random Disney
I literally
knowledge.
took a class. Disney is goated. Like it's just amazing. I don't know but I took a class on Disney princesses. I know a lot about them. I had a big Disney family. Like my aunt had literally every Disney movie ever. I'm a big Disney person.
Okay, but last thing. Aside from the princesses, what's just like your favorite Disney movie?
Monsters Inc. probably. Cars
good
is up
choice. That's a
there,
good
and
choice.
honestly,
Or
I know.
Royal Degenerates. That's
Yes.
actually perfect.
And it's a little bit of recency bias, but Encanto is chef's kiss, and Coco. Coco is also amazing.
Nemo.
That's a good one.
Nemo, man.
I
was
respect
just-
that. I respect
Nemo's
that.
good.
I love Cars.
Yeah.
I just love things that are like the thing I like about Cars is how it like adapts human life to
Cars.
like car life. It's just like the concept of it is fascinating, and the implications of it. Like when you have like the veteran car, which implies that there were car wars
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like that stuff is
I know that
It's
type of shit.
fascinating to
I
me.
went down a rabbit hole with that one.
right.
It's
Yes,
crazy.
it is, and I'm a sucker for aesthetics. And if you go to Disneyland, Carl's World is so cool.
Carl's World.
Cars World. Also, at
Oh my
Jacob, up overrated.
Okay,
Overrated.
what's your favorite movie? And then let's get the fuck out of here.
Currently, probably Lion King. Growing up,
Basic.
definitely Jungle Book.
Currently,
Jungle Book
Currently.
is a great
movie.
choice. Choice.
Wow.
I was gonna say pick. and
Is
then I switched
Mowgli
to-
a princess? I'm
Well,
kidding.
Mowgli.
I'm joking. I'm
I was
joking.
gonna say. That's but Tarzan is in the Jungle Book vein of Disney movies. It's in the Lion King
Yep.
vein of Disney movies.
Yeah, but that's the in my personal opinion, that's like
Ooh,
the
is
greatest
is
time period for Disney.
I can give you that.
what's her name in the Lion King?
Nala?
Is Nala a princess?
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
She's literally a princess.
Yeah, I know.
So like
I'm just wondering if Disney considers her that.
I don't think in terms of the Disney canon, like she is a
but
princess.
you consider her that,
But
so she is a princess.
She is a little,
Yes.
but she literally is
That's
a princess.
crazy
So
to
it's
me.
hard for me to not say
That's
that she's a
crazy
princess.
to
Well,
me.
But again,
That's crazy
that
to
movie
me.
is in the vein of
Mm,
Jungle
Yep.
Book.
in one ear, out the other.
Yeah, I just
Tarzan, all those. Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Well, if you enjoy the show today,
And you think that Jane is a princess?
and if you think that, sure, if
Miracle
you-
on Ice is a Disney movie. Great point. That and Mighty Ducks.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
Okay.
Great Disney movie.
we finished on the Disney princess stuff.
Yeah,
I
we're
could
good.
go on. We
We're
could.
good.
I could
We're
do
good.
this.
We're
Maybe
good.
we'll get into it tomorrow. Maybe, probably not.
We should.
If you enjoyed this show, if you think Jane is a princess, if Shawn is wearing neutral colors, you should follow the show.
If Anthony Totri is a coward, follow the
Yes.
show.
Yes,
Follow the
100%.
show.
I'm 100% a coward because I don't want to bleach my hair on the
Wha-
Washington Huskies baseball team.
Or Arizona basketball.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm 100% okay on that. But you should follow the show at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me on social at Anthony_Totri. Shane, where can people follow you?
Follow me on Twitter at Shane Deef. At me if you think Jane is not a princess.
What do you think my as always is
And
gonna be
DM
at?
me if you think she is.
Disney as always.
No. You can follow me at Shawn _DePaz. Magical as always.
Nice.
I hate that.
I
So
loved
much.
it.
I
Thank
hate
you,
it. I
Shane.
wanted you to get up and draw the wand in like the little corner.
Hold on, where am I?
Yeah, right there. Oh, wow.
That would have been brutal.
That
would have been brutal.
was really bad. That was really bad. Thanks so much for tuning in or for listening on audio, and we'll be back with a Friday Fun Day tomorrow. But for now, peace.